Hello, hello, hello. Listen, if you've been given the permission to do something, why you keep asking if it's okay? Get in here. Get in here. You've been asking for permission for things that you've already been granted access to. We're going to talk about it today. We are going to talk about it today. Get in here. It is asset coaching, live asset coaching on your lunch break. I'm your girl, asset coach, Jocelyn Williams. I'm excited to be here on this lunch break. And we can't take too long because I know y'all grabbing your food, doing what needs to be done, and you just popping in on this lunch break. And so I don't want to take long. I'm not going to prolong this. I'm just going to give like about a minute for everybody to get on. Of course, we are on here on Facebook and we are on YouTube as well. Stop asking. Stop waiting for permission. That's what I'm talking about today. Because we have the access and we've been asleep. We've been asleep. Hey Toya, it's good to see you. Yes, so come on in here, tag somebody if you are watching live, and if you're coming back and you're watching the replay, make sure that you tag somebody as well. Share the broadcast, let other people know to be a part. Stop asking for permission. That's what I'm talking about today. Stop waiting for permission. Stop asking for permission. However you want to word it, however you want to phrase it, do that. Just stop. Just stop. Access has already been granted. You already have the answer. Stop doing that. Access granted. Put that in the comment section. We just got here, but put it in the comment section. Hello to my YouTube fam. You can also engage in the comment section. And then, of course, on Facebook, you already know how it flows. You can engage in the comment section as well. Minister Antoinette, Evangelist Antoinette, how are you? Go ahead. Yeah, tag the saints. Get them in here. We're right on time. And I'm going to jump right in because I know it's lunch break. If it's not your lunch break, you might be taking a little break just, because, I'm on and it's at 12 o'clock and you're like, let me pop in and see what God has to say today. Okay. So for those of you that may be tagged, for those of you that may be new, I want to get right into it. Of course, once again, I'm asset coach Lady J here with you for live asset coaching. And live asset coaching is designed to empower you to strut outside the box. We're going to just say it like that today. Designed to help you strut outside the box. So when you come on here, you're going to leave with jewels. You're going to leave with gems. You're going to leave with new information that's going to help you go to the next level. So as an asset coach, this is what I do. More than a wife, more than a mom, more than a pastor, more than all of that. Because we wear several different hats. So as an asset coach, what I do is, how y'all know I like to give my visual. You know how somebody, if you're eating an apple and you eat the apple, and after you bit the apple and everything, you have the core. And then that core, you go ahead and take that core to the trash can, not realizing that there's still seeds locked in that core that you could take out and plant and regrow. Yeah, that's what I come to do. I come to take the core out the trash, pick all those seeds out, that hidden potential. Come on, those hidden strengths, those things that you've been sleeping on and didn't know that was locked on the inside of you and thinking it was thrown away because people ate and got what they needed and was satisfied and then was done with you. Now we're going to take that core back out. We're going to pick those seeds out. We're going to plant them again, water them so that they can grow. Renaya, hi. I missed you on Sunday. We can replant them so they can grow again and so that you can produce even more fruit. I've said it before, we were created in plural form. So we have so much more locked on the inside of us that we've been sleeping on. And I'm that alarm clock. Okay, y'all ready to sound the alarm? So if you're ready, you know what we do. Put the fire emoji or put I'm ready in the comment section so that I know that you're ready. Again, it's lunchtime, so I know everybody can't comment as you would like. You may have your AirPods in, maybe ordering some food, things of that sort. So I get it, But those of you that are free to comment so I know that you're here with me and I'm not talking to myself because I know I'm not. But when you comment, it's like, oh, okay, we have people that are here. Okay, we have people that are here. So again, we are talking about how to stop asking for permission. Stop asking for permission. Stop asking to be granted access to something that you've already been, Tanika, that you've already been given the access to. So whatever you want in life. So I'm going to be looking back and forth. Again, this is YouTube and this is Facebook. So if you see me going back and forth, you know why. If you haven't done so already, tag somebody, share the broadcast so others can be a part on their lunch break as well. I'm not going to be on here long. So you got to share it now because we're about to get right into it and I'm going to jump. And once I get going, I get going. Okay. So there are certain things in life that don't require our permission. Whatever you want in life is available for you to have, but you have to go after it. Put that in the comments. I have to go after it. Put it in the comment section for me. I have to go after it. I asked myself the other day. I had to be honest with myself. And I was thinking, who do I need to ask or to obtain the access to do the things that I desire to do? And it was in that moment that I got checked and was like, you know what? You have what you say. You have not because you ask not. If you want it, it's already there. You the one that's tripping. You the one making excuses. You the one acting like you can't have it because you counting yourself out. You stating all the reasons as to why you can't have it. So now you've convinced yourself that you can't. And when you do that, that is a form of asking for permission. Are y'all here with me? Okay. So do you need permission to make more money? Do you need permission to eat better? These are questions that we have that we think about, and you're like, you know what? You're right. I really don't. Sometimes our actions, or rather our response to things, is as if we are waiting for someone to give us the green light. I come to be that green light. Okay. I am here to be your green light. Somebody say that. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I'm the green light for you today. I'm giving you that green light. So we're going to get right into it. If you've been parked, if you are driving, let's use this analogy before I start. If you are driving and you are parked at a green light, I mean, the light switch is green. Hey, Christy, I miss you. The light is green and you're parked there, right? Everyone's trying to figure out why you're not moving. Everybody knows. Everybody on here drives. Everybody's trying to figure out, why are you not moving? People are beeping the horn. They're telling you off with their finger. You'll get that on your way home. Okay. They're rolling their eyes, and you just parked there at the green light, just chilling, waiting for someone to give you permission to go when it's already in your favor. Okay. I was about to take off and start running, but I'm not going to do that. It's already in your favor. The light is already green. What are you waiting for? Everybody else is waiting for you to move because they see the green light, but you're still wondering, like, but is it okay though? But is it safe? Zykeria, hi! I miss you on Sunday too. Okay, is it safe though? Is it good? The green light is there. Why aren't you moving, sis? Y'all see what Toya put? Why you not moving? Okay, so I'm going to come from the text found in John chapter 5, and I'm going to read these verses just so that it can set the tone for where I'm going, because the 4 points that I have today is literally going to be game changers and really cause you to think about, have I been waiting for permission? Is there some things that I've been wanting to do and I haven't done it, waiting for somebody to tell me it's okay for it to be done? So that's going to set the foundation when I read this text, and then we're going to go into those 4 points, and then we're going to be done. We're going to be out of here. So John chapter 5 and verse number, we're going to start at 1, because I'm going to share something that stood out to me about this man in this text. After this, there was a feast of the Jews, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem. Now there is at Jerusalem by the sheep market a pool, which is called in the Hebrew tongue Bethesda, having 5 porches. And in these lay a great multitude of impotent folk. So they were blind, they were halted, they were withered, they were waiting for the moving of the water. They were sick. All these people had issues, and they're waiting for the water to be moved. Verse number 4, for an angel went down at a certain season into the pool and troubled the water. Whosoever then first, after troubling of the water, stepped in was made whole of whatsoever disease he had. Okay, so this is the reason why they were waiting for the troubling of the water, so that they could be healed. Verse 5, and a certain man, this is why I'm here, was there, which had an infirmity for 38 years. This man was struggling. He was waiting for the water to be moved so he can be healed too. Verse 6, when Jesus saw him lie and knew that he had been there now a long time in that case, 38 years, he saith unto him, will thou be made whole? I'm going to go back to this point, but why does Jesus have to ask you if you'll be made whole if he clearly sees that you're struggling and you've been there for 38 years? We're going to revisit that point, okay? Put a pin on that. Verse 7, the impotent man said, sir, I have no man when the water is troubled to put me into the pool, but while I'm coming, another steppeth down before me. Verse 8, Jesus saith unto him, rise, take thy bed, and walk. Y'all hear? Y'all here we go, because we're going to take off running. This man is paralyzed for 38 years. Y'all follow the story, right? 38 years. He needed a breakthrough. He was looking in the wrong direction for the breakthrough that he needed. He was waiting for someone to give him permission to get what he desired. Okay. I'm going to say that again because somebody missed it. He was waiting for someone to give him permission to get what he desired. How is he waiting for someone to give him permission if he's paralyzed? I know you might be asking that, like, no, Lady J, he's paralyzed. That's the reason why he was waiting. Okay. I'm going to talk about those of you that were thinking about that. I'm going to talk about you too in one of the points. Okay. He's asking for permission. Asking for permission is not solely based on saying something. Hear this, because this is where a lot of us miss it. Because you may think to yourself, well, I've never asked for permission, so that's not me. You're not talking about me. All right. Asking for permission is not solely based on saying something. It may saying, may I have this, please? It is based on posture and mentality. It is not solely based on saying, may I have this? When I say stop asking for permission, that's not what I'm talking about. It is based on your posture and it is based on your mentality. What do I mean by that? Let's talk about it. All right. I started off by using the analogy of the green light. You're at the green light and you know that you're supposed to go. People are beeping the horn, people giving you the finger by talking to you. Okay. They're doing all of that. And they're like, why are you not moving? Why? Because you're sitting in your car, rolling down the window saying, but is it safe now? I mean, are we good now? I mean, should I go now? Like, it's green. What green mean? What does green mean? Everybody know that. It's green. You asking for some permission for something that you don't need permission for. So again, you staying in that state up by the green light, not rolling down your windows, not yelling out the window or anything like that, but you have that others are looking at you like, why aren't you moving when you have access? Why aren't you going when you have access? Did you say anything? No, but your posture and your mentality says enough. And so that's what I want to talk about today, how your posture and your mentality puts you in a place of seeming like you're asking for permission for something that you already have access to. So you ask for permission when you do the following things, 4 points, and then we're gone because it's lunch break. We ain't here to stay all day. All right. I'm gonna drop it off and we're gonna go. Four ways that you ask for permission. 4 ways you ask for permission when you ask for permission when you do the following 4 things. Trying to get that out. The first one is when you watch others get what you also have access to. Well, my note takers, because I see some of y'all in the comment section, so that means you're free to take notes, and that's fine. I'm good with that. Thank you so much. All right. You watch others get what you also have access to. I'm going to say it just one more time, just in case somebody just tuned in or logged off or you got distracted because you was ordering your food. You watch others get what you also have access to. Not saying you can't be happy for what God is doing in their life, but God is no respecter of persons. But he is a respecter of faith. Hey. He's not a respecter of person, but he is a respecter of faith. Faith gets God's attention, not emotions, not crying, not silent treatment, not acting out. What I said, put it in the comments what I said. Faith is the thing that gets God's attention. You know how to work your faith. You see somebody working their faith, you can be proud of them for manifesting, for working their faith. But if you don't work yours, you'll start thinking that God loves them more than you. You'll start thinking that they have something, they have more access than you have. Hello, somebody. Why? Because you are not working your faith. You are working emotions. You are crying and thinking God, you're going to get God's attention by your tears. And that's not how that works. You have to work your faith. Stop watching. You ask for permission when you watch others get what you also have access to. Somebody say, I have access to. Remind yourself and put that in the comment section. Wait a minute. Hold up. I have access to. I can obtain the things that God has said that he wants to do in my life if I position myself and work my faith just like I see others do. People that use their faith to get what they want and you watch them from the sidelines wishing you had it. That is how you are asking for permission. You watch from the sidelines wishing you had it, but you don't work your faith at the same level. Says you think you need permission to do it. And you don't. All you need is faith. Okay. I said all you need is faith. It's like standing at a door. And that door is closed and it's locked, but the keys are in your pocket. And you try to ask people like, can you let me in? Excuse me, can you let me in? Can you let me in? Let you in the door that you have access to, but the keys are in your pocket. But you forgot. You forgot the keys were in your pocket. So you walking around asking for permission for people to let you into somewhere that you already have access to. I would not have the key if I didn't have the access. You have the key. You have the key. You would not have the key if you were not given the access and the permission to get there. You have the key, but you forgot it was in your pocket. Okay. So my spiritual parents, Bishop Ivy Hilliard, Pastor Bridget Hilliard, they live a life that I desire to live, right? They live a life that I desire to live, as I get older. And I don't want their life. I don't want to be exactly like them. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you be wanting things that you don't know what all comes with that. So I don't want it exactly what they have, but I want the faith that it used to get the access to what already belongs to me. I don't want exactly what they have. I want the exact faith that they use to gain the access to the thing that I know belongs to me. Are you hearing me? Okay, so that's the difference with admiring somebody and you love their life and their structure, whatever. I don't want to be just like you, but I want to work the faith that you use to get where you are so that it can be also added to my life. Okay, the faith of others reminds us of the access we have. I'm gonna let that sit with you just for a moment. The faith of others reminds us of the access that we have. This is the reason why exposure is so important. You can't believe for more, desire more, dream for more if you've never been exposed to it. You are capped. Your mind is in a box based on what you've seen and what you've been exposed to. That's the reason why you got to go out there and see the car, even though you may not be able to afford the car right now. That's why you got to go see the house. That's why you got to go to the fine dining restaurants. Why? So it can awaken your appetite. And now I can believe for more, work my faith for bigger things. God wants to do some big things in your life, but guess what? You think what he's doing right now is so big because of your limited thinking. Oh, I bought a house. I live on my own. I live in a 2-bedroom apartment, I'm living my best life because, I'm not still living with my parents and all that. That's great for step one. What's next? When we buying a house, you have to start somewhere, but that's how you continue to dream. I remember when I was driving my first car, and my first dream car 5 years ago. Okay, so stay with me. And I was driving my vehicle. It was a luxury vehicle, and my daughter at the time, I think she was like 7. She was like, "Mommy, so what's your next dream?" And I was like, "I'm already good. Like pay this truck off. I'm straight. Like I don't need a dream anymore." And when she asked me that, I was like, "No, who stops dreaming? Who stops?" So I just thought one day, you know what? I have another car that I want. Months later, manifested the car that I was just talking about that I wanted. They had paid off my other car and sold it into my sister's life. Okay, so this is what I'm saying right here. You can't stop dreaming. You have to have exposure. My first dream was, okay, getting this particular vehicle. I got that vehicle and I was like, I'm done. But now that I started seeing some other vehicles, I was like, oh, but I like that one a little bit more. My appetite was awakened for more and for greater. Why can't I have it? I eat the best. I drive the best. I go first class in life. Why can't I have it? I said it on Sunday. I work for God. And people got a problem with the fact that I work for God, that the things that I want is not just based on material things. I believe that God wants me to have those things because those things get attention. And then I can put my attention back to the one that gave them to me. Okay, I got to move on from there. It's lunchtime. Y'all playing with me. Stop. Okay, number 2. The first one was, go back to it. You ask for permission when you watch others get what you have access to, right? All right. Number 2, you ask for permission when you make excuses for your own delay. All right. Okay. When you make excuses for y'all with me? Okay, let me see some hearts. Make sure y'all with me. Because I'll be dropping them bombs, but it's just to awaken you. Like, wait a minute, I've been asleep. It's the end of the year. I've been asleep. I got to get back on my grind. Okay. So let me see some hearts of you. Okay. I see you. All right. So you ask for permission when you make excuses for your own delay. Jesus asked the man, we're going back to the story. Jesus asked the man, do you want to be made whole? Why did he have to ask him that? The man can't walk. He's paralyzed and he's been there for 38 years and you're fully aware of that. Why would you ask him if he wants to be made whole? The man does not answer Jesus. Hear this. Please hear this. The man's response to Jesus' question, do you want to be made whole? He replies with an excuse. Every time I try, I get stepped on. That ain't what I asked you though. Okay. That's not what I asked you. Do you want to be made whole? But every time I try, I get stepped on. Do you want to be made whole? Every time I try, I get stepped on. You make excuses for your own delay. Do you know who you are in the presence of? 38 years you've been struggling. You've been in pain, incapable of daily life. There's no medicines. There's no virtual doctors. Okay, this is way back when. Ain't no Google for you to self-diagnose yourself. There's no hospitals for you to check in. And all I have is this pool. All I have is this pool. Now you're face to face with the master and you still have excuses? Stop excusing your way out of getting what is yours. Stop excusing your way out of getting what is yours. You can make excuses or you can make executions. Hello. You can make excuses or you can make executions. You can make excuses or you can make it happen. The ball is in your court. The ball is in your court. Stop throwing your own pity party. Then you want to send out invitations and then get mad when nobody want to come to your pity party. I don't want to come anymore. I'm sick of it. You don't have no DJ. You ain't got no good food. All you want to do is me to come and cry with you. I'm not coming to your pity party anymore. Stop having these pity parties and making excuses for the things that you have access to. Hello, somebody. I know it's lunchtime. Y'all still here? Okay, we here. So many answers we are searching for. And it's right before us. But we miss it because of excuses. Okay, let's talk about a few of them. Lord, send me a husband. Lord, I want a husband. I want a husband. Now, the man that has all of the traits that you've been asking for, but he's just a little bit too short. You overlooking the thing that's standing right in front of you. Hello. I don't know who I'm talking to, but some single women I'm talking to some single lady out there. He's standing right there. Everything that you wanted, he's right there. Just a little bit too short. Just wear lower heels. Hello. We're making excuses. I'm looking for a church. I want a church home, a church that's going to preach the word, get me right. Every time I come, I get delivered. Yeah, but the services are too long. Excuse. You just blocked the thing that God sent to you with an excuse. I need a job, but they be wanting me to work on Saturdays and I'm not here for the weekends. But you've been needing a job that's paying you the money that you wanted to get paid and you don't want to work on Saturday. You see what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make it relevant where it's like, it'd be that one thing that's missing and automatically you're like, God, I'm searching for answers. The answers is in front of you. Lord, I'm waiting for the angel to come and stir the pool so that I can be healed. But Jesus is standing right in front of you. Hello, somebody. Are y'all with me? I want a house. I want a house. Then you get the house and it's like, yeah, but it got a lot of land. Like, I might have to pay for somebody to cut the grass. It's always something. It's always some excuse that we use that disqualifies us from getting the thing that we want. But the thing that we want, I don't know who I'm talking to, but I'm talking to somebody. It is right in front of your face. God has given you the strategy. He's giving you the way. You know what you're supposed to do, but you keep finding that little one thing that puts you back in your prayer closet when God said, I've already given it to you. All right. What you need is already available, but you're about to miss out because of your own excuses. I know that's a hard pill to swallow, but I'm going to say it again. Because sometimes when you swallow a pill with water and then it gets stuck, you got to drink it again, right? Got to drink a little bit of water so it can get down a little deeper. So here we go. What you need is already available, but you're about to miss out because of your own excuses. Did we get it down? Okay. Somebody put it in the comment section. I'm going to say it one more time so you can put it. What you need is already available, but you're about to miss out because of your own excuses. You keep excusing yourself out of doing what you know you're supposed to do. Okay. The money is there. The relationship is there. The answers are there. The connections are there. But you keep missing out. Put it in the comment section. I already have the answer. Okay. Put in the comment section, I already had the answer. I already had the answer. All right, number 3, we got to move on. Y'all on lunch break. Stop playing. All right. You ask for permission when you wait for others to help you. Oh, Lord. Whew. You ask for permission when you wait for others to help you. His faith was in someone getting him in the water versus in him being healed. The man at the pool of Bethesda, his faith was in somebody having the strength to get him in the pool in time to be healed versus him being healed, because the one that could heal him was standing in front of him and he almost missed it. When you know someone can help you and they don't, it becomes a distraction. Let me talk to somebody that's been waiting for somebody and you mad because, you know, I know they got the money. I know they're able to do it. I know they can afford it. I know they can help me with this. I know they can help me with that, but they choose not to. Now that becomes a distraction. Now your faith is in who you think. All right, let me talk to those people that overanalyze. There's so much that I want to say and I'm trying to get it in this short period of time. I'm talking to the people that overanalyze. Like, I know who can help me. You figured everything out. You got A, B, and C, point A, B, and C already down pat. And then when it don't work the way that you think that it should work, now you're not allowing God to breathe on a complete stranger to help you out. You so focused on who you thought God was going to use that you missed out on who he sent. Okay. Don't let who you think is supposed to help you become a distraction to your access. Stop playing the blame game. I would have it if this so-and-so will act right. I would have it if this will line up. I would have it if this or if that. Stop doing that. Don't worry about who you think can help you. That's not your business. It is not your job to figure out the how. That's his job. It's your job to show up. And God, however you want to do it, do it. I'm not looking at the people because now I'm subject to the people who I see who's in front of me. That's not who I'm looking at. God can send somebody somewhere else, somewhere to use their power, their ability, and their influence to help me prosper. Hello, somebody. Stop looking for the people who you think supposed to help you because now you're using them as your means for permission to get what God told you was already yours. Am I helping somebody? Put some heart so I know that I am, okay? I'm like this because of this, or I'm like this because of that. We start playing this blame game and start, using all of these thoughts as to why things have stopped. But let me tell you a secret. I'm going to tell you something. Find someone else to help. Or not even find them. Allow God to send somebody else to help. If they don't want to do it, find somebody else. Hello. Okay. Jesus finds him instead of him finding Jesus. Jesus found the man at the pool instead of the man finding him. Everyone else was looking for Jesus. Everyone else was looking for Jesus, their miracle. He's looking for somebody to help him into the pool. Do you see how now that becomes a distraction to the one that's now in front of you that can help you, has the power to help you? Everybody else looking for the pool, but you have the Savior in front of you that can heal you. But you was distracted on who you thought was supposed to help you. Okay. I know I'm here for somebody. If I'm not here for somebody, I'm here for myself, okay? I get my own deliverance sometimes in the midst of these life asset coaches, honey. So if you see me going through, it's because sometimes I be talking to my own self, all right? Here we go. Point number 4, and we're done. You ask for permission. Let me go over them real quick, just in case people just popped in. The first point, you ask for permission when you watch others get what you also have access to. You ask for permission when you make excuses for your own delay. You ask for permission when you wait for others to help you. This last point, you ask for permission when you are comfortable in your present state. You ask for permission when you are comfortable in your present state. Here we go. Why did Jesus ask, do you want to be made whole? Isn't it obvious? No, I want to stay here paralyzed for another 38 years. No, I'm good. I'm chilling. I don't want to walk. I don't want to experience life. I like staying where I am. Why would you ask me, why do you want to if I want to be made whole? Can't you tell I'm in this state? Why is that even a question? Jesus is standing in front of him and his posture. Remember I said posture and mentality? I believe his posture made him ask, Do you even want to be made whole? I mean, I walked up to you and the top half of your body works. You're not even you're not even adjusting yourself. Like you're so comfortable in your present state. Do you even want this? Oh God. Do you even want this? Do you even want to be made whole? He looked too comfortable where he was. Jesus had to ask because he looked too comfortable where he was. Why not stay at the edge of the pool if you really wanted it? Instead of waiting for the angel to come and trouble the water, and now you got to find somebody to come take you to the water. If you really wanted it, why didn't you wait at the edge of the pool? So the minute that the angel come, you may not be able to move, but you could like flop yourself in or something like that. You know, that shows a little, people don't have to carry you now. Maybe they could just push you in because you're right there at the edge of the pool, but you're not even looking like you really want it. You saying it and you complaining about it, but your posture don't tell me that you want it. And if Jesus had to walk up on you and say, do you even want to be made whole? That tells me that you're not even set up for what it is that God wants to do in your life. I know this is some hard stuff, y'all. I know it. I know it because you're like, you're right. You're right. Because maybe I just been chilling and I need to really step up my game. You don't want it bad enough. Your posture speaks volumes to others that you don't want it bad enough. Also to God that you don't want it bad enough. Because again, he asked the question, do you want to be made whole? Stop asking for permission for what's already yours. Go get it. Go get it. What who sing that? Mary, Erica, one of them. Go get it. Stop asking for permission and go get it. This is the time. This is the moment. It's the end of the year. Get it done. Stop talking. You've been talking about it. You've been thinking like, okay, I need a sign. You already got all the signs, honey. All the signs that you've been looking for, they're there. They're there. All of the signs that you've been in need of, Mary, thank you, Toya. They are right there. Stop looking for the sign when the sign is right there. All right, I'm going to review these 4. And then, of course, I always give you an opportunity to give because this is sometimes you got to sow a seed where like that thing did something on the inside of me. I got to sow. I got to put something down. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to do that. You can put the information there for me, somebody on there. If you want to sow a love gift, you can do that. There's no pressure for you to do that. But I'm telling you, you can't be God-given. And when you sow, there's always a blessing connected to your sowing. There's always a harvest that you can receive as a result of the seeds that you sow. So I'm going to review those 4 points and then we're going to log on. So point number 1, you ask for permission. Here we go. When you watch others get what you also have access to. You ask for permission when you make excuses for your own delay. You ask for permission when you wait for others to help you. And you ask for permission when you're too comfortable in your present state. Does this help anybody? Did this help anybody? Let me see some hearts and this helped you out. Yes. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you tuned in with me on today for this asset coaching, this lunch break. Listen, I know that it was a blessing because it blessed me. And I always come on here. Zakiria, thank you. I always come on here. I always say this. I only show up when I know that God told me to say something. All right. Lakeisha, I see you. Okay. So I normally do the asset coaching first and third. And like I told you, if you was on my other live asset coaching, I said if I'm not able to do it on the third, I always come with either a lunch break or something on the fourth because that's what I'm trying to be consistent. Okay, I'm trying to be consistent with it. And so last week I was in Houston, so I'm back this week. I was like, we got to drop off this lunch break and bless the saints. All right. So I'm so glad you were blessed. Let me put the information there for those of you that may want to sow a seed because I'm a sower. I've seen God move in some amazing ways in my life just by sowing on the word. You got to know the right time to sow and in what soil to sow it in. If you know that it's something that you've been expecting God to do in your life, or there's an area that's been talked about, those are those moments that you take advantage of and you sow because that's where you want to see a harvest. So the Cash App is Deaconess Toya. If you could put that on there for me, she is TK Foster. The Cash App is the money sign Lady J. JVW, and then you could do Zelle or PayPal at info@jvwministries.com. And those are for the people that say, I gotta sow, I want to sow, I gotta get something in the ground. Whatever the Lord leads, sow it. I feel a $40 in my spirit, but whatever the Lord leads, you go ahead and sow it. And those are moments that you capitalize on. Again, the Cash App is the money sign Lady JVW, or you could do Zelle or PayPal at info@jvwministries.com. And once you've sown, then you can come back in the comment section and say, hey, Lady J, I've sown my seed and I'm ready to go. So do that opportunity now to sow. While you're doing that, if they pop up, of course, I always call you out. For those of you that are sowing the seed, if you say that, it was something, it touched my life, it touched my spirit, I want to sow. Let me pause real quick in my lunch break and let me sow something. I got to give something. I want to make sure that I get that in the ground. So again, if you look under TK Foster, that's the Cash App, money sign Lady JVW. And then the Zelle PayPal is info@jvwministries.com. Thank you in advance for those of you that always sow a seed. Thank you in advance for those of you that are always a blessing to JVW Ministries. You understand the concept of giving, and you've seen the manifestation in your life as a result of you sowing a seed. Moving right along, because I'm getting ready to log off. One thing that I want to announce, I announced it in my asset coaching, I think it was 2 weeks ago, that I am doing a free webinar. And this webinar is to get your confidence in order. A lot of times, a lot of the things that we miss out on is because we don't have the confidence to pursue it. So it's like, I hear what you're saying. I have the dream, I have the vision, I have the goal. I even sometimes have the money, I have the connections, but I don't have the confidence. I'm too scared. Like, I don't want to do it. I'm scared that I'm going to mess up. I'm scared that I'm not good enough. I'm scared that I'm not smart enough. I'm scared that I did it before and it didn't work. I'm coming for all of that. I'm coming for all of that. So I'm hosting a free webinar. So what I want you to do, if that's something you'll be interested in being a part of, drop your email in the comment section. If you did it in the last live, you don't have to do it again. It's not necessary. I already got you. And November is the month, y'all. So drop your email in the comment section so I know that this is something that you will be interested in being a part of this free webinar. Toya, I received your seed, 100-fold return in Jesus' name. That one came down from the Cash App. Drop your email in the comment section so I know that that is something you would want to be a part of. Getting your confidence back in order is some things that's been delayed because of your own questioning of yourself, your abilities, but that's what I do, honey. This is what I do. So I'm coming for those that feel like you're not able to do it. And so I'm going to teach you a method that has helped me increase my confidence to a greater degree, because the girl wasn't always like this, okay? The glow up is real. And I'm not talking about the outside, even though the glow up was the outside too. I'm also talking about on the inside. I wasn't always this way. And so there were things that I did in order to increase my confidence. And that's why I want to share it with those of you that will be interested in that. So once again, you put your email in the comment section. If you did it in the last live, you don't have to do it again because I already got you. November is going to be that month. I'm going to send it out. So you want to make sure that you're the first one to have access to the free webinar. So you do that by leaving your email in the comment section. Those of you that are sowing, thank you so much. Continue to sow. Once again, that information is there for you under TK Foster. If you scroll up a little bit, I'll also leave it in the comments when I log off for those of you that may want to sow, but the information is there for you for the Cash App, the Zelle, or the PayPal if you want to be a blessing to JVW Ministries. It's greatly appreciated. All right, y'all got to go back to lunch. I got to go get the kids. I'm signing off. I will see you probably, what's next week? First week and Wednesday. I'm going to see you in November, y'all. We wrapping this thing up. Thanks for hanging with me. God bless.